Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us on the bringing you the latest AI news from Maven Technologies show. So I hope you guys gonna hit the like, subscribe, do all those amazing things. It doesn't cost you anything, but we really appreciate your support. So please do it. We're a new young channel, so any love is much appreciated. Listen, guys, we've got a fun little story for you today. So for you nerdy geeks out there who are single, this is right down your street.
Oh my God, Ben.
Let's dive into the story. I love it.
Let me share my screen. I don't know what to think of this, to be honest with you. I'm still processing it, having found the article. Let's click share. And this this obviously, whenever you have to load up the Meta website, then you should be semi-concerned. And I'm joking, but this is a Meta product, and on the surface of it, it's about Facebook dating, which is a feature I didn't know Facebook had. I think it's new as of literally 2 days ago. Facebook dating to address swipe fatigue. And again, you might think this is innocuous. I don't know what's happening here, but you might notice the small subtle signs of AI creeping in. We have the dating assistant. So let me scroll on this and talk you through what Meta has implemented, and then we can talk about it. I'm going to scroll down specifically to your dating assistant, which is fascinating. The dating assistant is a chat assistant within Facebook Dating that gives you personalized help on your dating journey. It can help you find better matches based on your interests and preferences, giving you refined search and custom match recommendations. The assistant allows you to go beyond traditional traits like height or education, allowing you to enter unique prompts tailored to what you're looking for. For example, you can write, "Find me a Brooklyn girl in tech," and the dating assistant will help you with your search. You can use the assistant to provide dating ideas or help you level up your profile. You can find the dating assistant by heading to the Matches tab. Dating assistant will be rolling out gradually in the US and Canada. So that's not going to be here for us in the UK, but Ben, what do you think of that? We've got the little,
Oh mate,
the little GIF here.
Yeah, this is wild. I mean, this doesn't surprise me. Everything's going to get taken over by AI. We're going to have AI. Obviously, therapists. We're working on that with AverMind. We're going to have AI, health coaches. We're going to have AI dating coaches. We're going to have AI sex coaches. We're going to have AI sex robots. We're going to have AI, you name it, we're going to have it. So it doesn't surprise me, but it is just so funny, isn't it? I mean, I'm showing my age, but I never got to experience the phenomenon of online dating. I mean,
Ben would
to
have
be able
loved
to
this.
pick up a phone and just look at loads of women and go, "Oh yeah, let's have that one. Let's have that one." It's just wild. So I've never experienced it. I always laugh and love it when my friends are single, to see what it's all about. But we used to have to actually go up to girls in a bar and actually chat to them and get blown out. So it was quite fun. So very, very different world, mate. And and after a few pints, of course, you're not really that sort of particular on your preferences. But these days, obviously, with this AI assistant, you can narrow it right down.
We can't publish.
You can be as specific as you want. So it is wild.
Well, if there's an insight into Ben's mind, a fascinating monologue on the world of internet dating from his perspective. Now, I think it is. My first reaction was, "Oh my God, it's hilarious," and then you start to think about it, and it's like, wow, okay. So how does this happen? How does this work then? I mean, it's also so dystopian on so many levels. As you said, that although it's hilarious that obviously you didn't get to experience internet dating, there's a lot of controversy behind internet dating as well, because it's like, what is the world coming to? We're having to use apps to meet people. We're not meeting people authentically anymore. And then on top of that, to be able to go onto Facebook and go, "I would like a Brooklyn girl in tech," and it finds that for you and just goes, "Here you go. These are the people near you that suit that description." I mean, the amount of data Facebook has on you to be able to do that, I don't think has ever been more prevalent sounding than it is now, to the fact that someone can just literally describe what they want in natural language, not like check boxes, not like literally just type in what I want and it will match you, is both a fascinating concept that is possible, but also horrifying to think about the amount of data they must have to be able to do that. It's
For sure. And also, just to say something controversial here, I'm not sure humans are always very good at knowing exactly what they want. We tend to have a habit of making the same mistakes over and over and over again, and thinking that that somehow the outcome is going to be different, even though we're doing exactly the same. So as humans, we are flawed. So, are these AIs going to keep spitting out the same outputs that the humans want? Because actually what humans want may actually not be what they want. And I'm not sort of pointing this towards any particular gender here. I think, women and men are probably just as bad as each other. So, I think who knows?
I think the press release that they put out there does suggest, it doesn't say it outright, but it certainly suggests that is the case, that using this feature, you can look beyond the traditional vectors by which someone might be using dating apps, for example, as it says, for example, height and age,
sure.
As very traditional vectors. It seems to suggest that you can go beyond that and maybe look at angles or look for people that, fall outside of that, have it recommend people that it thinks matches. I mean, it sounds like we're talking about a Black Mirror
what those
episode.
parameters are, though. That's what's interesting. Like, what are those parameters that it's expanding upon, should we say?
Well,
because obviously it doesn't say, does it?
No, it doesn't. But do you want me to quickly share my screen again and show you the next bit, actually, which is also equally dystopian, powered by AI too? Let me share a screen.
And just to say quickly, the old classic is opposites are often, the best compatible. So again, what people think that they want might not actually be the case. So it's
Ben,
just
the dating
interesting.
coach.
It's just I don't know about that.
On top of that, on top of that, they're releasing Meet Cute, which is a name that I don't know if I gel with. And Meet Cute is a feature that takes out the indecision of online dating by automatically matching you with a surprise match based on your personalized matching algorithm, whatever makes that up. Choose to chat with your match or unmatch to pass on the conversation. Meet Cute is ideal for anyone who's tired of swiping and is looking for a fresh, easy way to expand their typical pool of dating candidates.
Yeah, interesting. Again,
fuck?
Mate, this is where the world's going. I mean, guys, I hope you appreciate this is like latest news. We are literally, you've probably not heard this. So this is before, we're like a year ahead of the BBC or CNN or Fox News or any of it. So, this is like literally the latest news in AI. So, this is what's happening, guys, in this space. And it's just,
I find it horrifying. There's this side of AI. It fascinates me on sort of a horrified scale. I can't believe what I'm reading, because I don't know if it's in the US, but it might be. But we have obviously Black Mirror here in the UK, and I'm a really big fan of Black Mirror. I always have been, because I love how it's in a future. It's always a dystopian future, but it's close enough that you can go, yeah, this might happen, actually. This might happen. Never did I actually think, though, whenever I've been watching Black Mirror episodes, especially go back 4 years ago, say, before like the takeoff of AI, never did I think that I would be sitting here and living within one of these worlds. It's always close enough that you're like, yeah, that could happen, but you don't ever think, oh, yeah, shit, actually, this might arrive. We're here. So it's
we are here.
when I read these things about like personalized, they've done a few episodes on sort of dating of the future, and it's really along these lines of people don't go out and find dates. They have a bunch of vectors associated with what they are into, in what they would like, and an algorithm matches them with people that they don't even know necessarily is gonna, they don't know anything about it. They just get matched because the algorithm says they're a match. And this is literally what we're watching unfold, the very first steps of it. It's just what's a really interesting missing part of the jigsaw with the whole relation, that initial meeting point, is that whole emotional connection, because it's so at the first point of
seeing a person is very transactional. It's like, do I like the look of them, yes or no? Whereas again, back in the old school way of doing it, it was there was that a physical attraction, yes or no, but it was more of an emotional element to it as well, I think, because they were there in front of you.
I also like that.
And if you started talking to them.
A common phrase my mum always said to me was like thrill of the chase. There's a certain level of excitement and adrenaline. When you meet somebody out and about, in authentic situations, whether it be a bar or wherever, a club, and it does feel like a little bit like, is that going to be diminished with this kind of technology where you just go, a fucking notification comes
I think it
down?
already has. I think it already has.
It's
been numbed down. You just you got no emotional feelings or connection. It's just like you're picking from a scorecard type thing, aren't you? And this is just amplifying it tenfold. So weird world, mate. But it is. The genie's out of the box and it ain't going back in. So
I don't want. So to some, I always like to try and keep things positive. I don't want to sound like a granddad because I also believe in this technology hugely, and I am sure that this technology will help people find matches that are better suited. Obviously, I'm just you're so conditioned and used to a way something works. Dating being one of them. I mean, obviously, internet dating is a thing, but you still meet people very traditionally. Still, even if you meet them through an app, you still go on date. This is obviously just so against that societal conditioning of what you and I are used to that it's like, wow, it must be dystopian. It must be bad. So I'm sure it will help people. It's the only thing the biggest thing I think of immediately is the amount of data that Facebook must have on you to be able to achieve this, and also to have something like Meet Cute that goes and recommends random people to you based on some algorithm. Again, to achieve that, someone being in tech, to achieve that, the amount of information they have to gather on you and other people on a continual basis, on a continuum, is going to be insane. And I think that is something to be slightly wary of when you're using this kind of technology.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess it all circles back to something we're very focused on in terms of is the privacy side.
Privacy, 100%.
So, interesting, mate. Interesting. So, we could sort of expand upon this, talking about privacy and all the rest of it, and all your data being centralized and all the rest of it. So, but that's probably a topic for another day.
If you're still
with us. Absolutely. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll try and keep it short, sweet, and to the point rather than gibbering on too much. So hit that like, subscribe, say hi in the comments. Really appreciate it. Let us know what you think of this new dating future that we're going to see unfold. And it's going to be an interesting world. So keep tuned in. Really appreciate your support, and we'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care, guys.
Cheers, guys. Stop.